Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Oh, sorry, I meant the other way around. Like you can see like and
Hello, Twitch chat. Welcome to the Quarter 1 2024 New Hampshire Power Rankings, presented by both Insignia and Hazard, so you'll see our voices swap over from person to person. Who's Insignia? I don't know, just some random guy. I'm not sure who he is. Yes, the audio is working, Caleb. Well, it is now. Trust me, we're professionals, all right? So if you, I need to move the mouse over here.
Press start stream.
Yes, there's people talking in the Twitch chat. I would be surprised if a bunch of random people just showed up in the Twitch chat when there was no stream.
They just know. They just know when RS is happening.
Okay, the mouse is there. Hi, chat. Hi. Okay, the space. I think I need to click on it. All right, there we go. So if you see over here, this is the prior New Hampshire PR season, just so you can have a little frame of reference of what you're going to be seeing for this graphic. You can compare, contrast, whatever you want to do.
Ooh, I wonder who made that.
It was all the field spells.
I wonder. So, without further ado, let's get started. So our PR graphic this season is based off of Pokemon Legends Arceus, specifically the Pokedex found in that game. It's just a little booklet. Graphic as always, not as always, but as beautifully as ever is presented by our lovely Poppy.
Yeah.
Round of applause for him. Yeah, claps in the Twitch chat. You may not be able to hear on the mic, but claps now. It's required.
Clap now.
So just to get us started off real quick, announcing we're going to start from number 1, work our way down to number 10, because usually number 10, the lower spots are going to be the more surprising ones for our power rankings. Oh, they just got ads.
They just got ads. All right. Let us know when the ads go away.
They can't hear us because the ads, so I gotta type it.
Type it in.
All right, hold on. We're professionals here.
Caleb, this guy.
Or you can subscribe to Cabela's so you don't have to have any ads.
You could subscribe like me.
Don't be your mouth so close. We're just kind of waiting at this point for the ads. I had people to be off. I told them to let me know. They've got 30 seconds left.
Usually what Conquer DG's homepage is going to look like.
That is pretty
Actually
cool.
really cool, right?
If you
Really cool.
try holding the, okay.
All the tournament
I need. Duffy told me to hold the mic further away.
I know this is just a
Little loud guy.
Am I a little loud, Duffy?
Every local.
You don't like me leaning loud? Also, can you guys back away from the mic, please?
No.
and across the globe.
Great.
All right, we're free. All right, ads are done.
We're free of
Now,
ads.
without further ado, here is the Quarter 1 2024 New Hampshire Winter PR.
Put it in the chat, yeah. I have
He's a twin.
Starting out for number 1, we have Luxa, aka Jerry.
Yeah.
The main thing I want to point about his run here is that he had some incredible early performances at out-of-state monthlies, specifically beating high New England PR, such as Antimony and DM, as well as several other good wins against people such as Nuggets, Due2, and obviously wins on the entire New Hampshire PR. Always just having really good seasons. Nothing stopped here. And we also see a little Joker there instead of Ike, because he went mostly Joker this season. We've been having, he's been practicing a new character, and it's been working out pretty well for him. And I'm personally proud of him, and we're all proud of his continued improvement in representing the state as he does. So let's just give him a round of applause real quick, everyone. And now I'm going to be handing it to my lovely co-host right over here, Alex.
Why'd you say co-host like that?
All right.
Well, speaking of new characters, there's definitely another funny fella that we're gonna see on this PR next. It's Insignia. No way. First time in number 2, by the way. Claps for that, please.
not true.
First time. I swear to God. Anyway, but yeah, Adam has had a really strong season. Definitely a little bit of a weirder one, but he's gotten some good out-of-state wins, as you can see under his notables. Like Mass PR and like the top of main PR from the previous season. Been really working on the Wario more. Bowser's on there, but he's filled around with Corn a little bit too. So yeah, he's done well as always. So everyone give him a big old round of applause for Adam.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be at number 2. How about you go PU yourself, buddy? All right. All right. So now we're gonna go back to some characters we're used to seeing for our players. At number 3, we have Ethan.
Yeah.
While it technically didn't count for PR, I do want to shout out his absolutely incredible Arcadian run, being seated in the, I believe, either high teens or low 20s, and ended up getting 7th place, being the only person to beat the eventual winner of that bracket due to, as well as getting some amazing ranked wins in Dolan and Nuggets and Grit as well, having a very wide portfolio this season, and as always, having one of, if not the most consistent in-state record as well. I believe only negative on the players above him, and then positive on all the players below him, which just shows how consistent and how kind of the GOAT Ethan is over here. So let's just give him a round of applause real quick.
That's crazy. Big fan of Ethan as always. Next up, if you've been following the season, shouldn't be no surprise for you, our favorite little dino guy, Duffy! Duffy, like, in par with Ethan, has kind of been one of the biggest, like, examples of just peak consistency within the state outside of the top 2. Him and Ethan trade sets a lot throughout the season, and Duffy's pretty much just beating everybody in state, having pretty good records against most of the people, and getting a few of his out-of-states, like Zarya, Excellency. But yeah, Duffy usually, like, falls off a little bit towards the end of the season, but this season he kept it consistent the whole way through, and really proud of him for that. So let's give it up for Duffy. Chat?
He is in,
He is in chat. He said
Hi, Duffy. So now rounding out our top 5 players, we have Cabello. Now, Cabello had a pretty weird season. He took almost a third of the entire season off, which makes it even more impressive that he was able to get to this point. When he came back for those first month and that last month, he absolutely proved why he is in the top echelon of New Hampshire, being able to beat players such as Brohan, Excellency, and of course everyone on the New Hampshire PR, as you can see right here. And the words are hard, sorry. I'm very proud that he was able to bounce back from his long break and just show that he is, like I said, one of the best players in the state, and he will continue to prove so. So let's just give a round of applause to Caleb real quick.
Awesome. This next person on PR, I'm like so happy that they're this high up because they've been putting in so much work recently, and it's really been showing off, especially the start of this current season. It's Dan. No way. He is like kind of been a pinnacle of like improvement in our state in the past few months, and it's like really showing off. He's placing like top 3, top 4 at everything. You know, it's a good time when everyone's cheering for Adam getting nuked to 90 every single stock. He's done really well recently, and the past few weeks in the new season have only shown that he's only going up from here. So everyone give a warm clap for Dan.
I would also like to say there are a good amount of players on this PR that have had probably what may be their best season ever, and I think Dan is definitely one of those players, at least post-COVID. I don't know a lot of information about pre-COVID, but this is has been one of, if not the most competitive post-COVID seasons that we've ever had, and this is just an example of it right here, how Dan was just able to absolutely crush a lot of players throughout the season. And one thing that may not be obvious looking at this is also his first time beating Ethan in a notoriously hard player matchup for him. So very proud of him for that. I want to give a second round of applause. But enough about Dan, because we've got someone who is very special to this presentation today. We've got the creator of it. We've got Poppy at number 7. Once again, it is the second player I would probably say had their best season ever. They had wins on many of the PR players, almost every single one on our PR, including several of our top 5, as well as going to Maine and beating a lot of their upper mid-level PR players as well, just showing that we have several hidden bosses in this state. And you can see your Insignias, you can see your Jerrys, but you're going to fight Poppy round 2, and he's going to kick your shit in, and he's going to upset you, because he's the GOAT. And I think this really shows that anyone can just like make it in this state. We can foster a lot of growth, and Poppy is a great example of that. Poppy, did you compete pre-COVID? Okay, never mind. But I just think Poppy's growth this season has been extremely fun to watch. And let's just give one more shout out to him real quick. Also, he made the graphics, so thanks, Poppy. Let's clap again. Woo!
Right? Next up is kind of like a weird spot. Always someone who's kind of gone up and down on the graphic, but in this past season was coming off of kind of just playing who he felt like and still better playing most of us. It's Kevin. When he didn't show up to much, but when he showed up, he kind of kicked all of our shit in. Sorry, Adam, again. But in the end, it's so like cool to watch. Like, even if you can't come consistently, Kevin, you show up and you beat all of our shit. Like, seriously, and you being able to still do it consistently, and be at this spot just like shows our state's growth over the past like year or so. So a nice clap for Kevin. That'd be awesome.
I would also like to mention that there are sort of two phases to Kevin's PR season this season. It was the latter half of him playing every character in the game that he found fun in bracket, where he would go one character for the entire bracket that he didn't play but just enjoyed playing. And then the other half of the season made him look like a top 3, top 4 player in the state, because he just kept winning and then kept winning and then kept winning some more just for flavor. So the fact that he was able to get up here, even though half of his season was a bit under his standards, it absolutely just shows that he is one of the scariest competitors we have in the state. So let's just give one more round of applause. And now for our penultimate spot, it's a face you've probably seen before. We have Thrigs.
Number 9.
Thrigs having a pretty consistent season, having wins on the upper echelon such as Jerry and Duffy, as well as being able to defend our state against some invaders such as Maverick Ninkid from Massachusetts and Insect, who is 6th in Maine. Don't quote me on that. It just shows that even under our top players, we have several heavy hitters who are ready to just take on the PR, take on ranked players, take on scary players out of state, and is able to prevail. I would also like to mention that he primarily did it with 2 characters this season. There have been seasons before where you've seen him more so lean towards a Yoshi or Sephiroth, but I feel like this season he became a true like counterpick player, and I think that growth has been really, really happy to see. So let's give a round of applause to Thrigs over here.
Awesome. For our last like spot on the PR, this was between like 5 different people. We spent way too long on data trying to figure out just who 10 is off of. It was kind of a pain, I'll be honest, but it was worth it in the end. To see the return of our favorite Yahoo Yippee Pokemon, Steven, number 10 once again. It's been since the Fortnite default dance PR, which that should peak. Yeah, right. But it's like genuinely so cool to see Steven on this PR again. He's been putting in a lot of work recently, and it actually shows. He's beating our PR, like the other PR players, more consistently, and it's earned him the spot on PR. So super happy for him, super proud of him. Let's give a clap for Steven.
Now, before we reveal our final graphic design, I would like to mention that even though Jerry was number 1 by a pretty decent margin, 9 out of our 10 PR players managed to score at least 1 win on him this season, the only exception being Poppy. And that really just shows that no one here is safe whatsoever. No one on our PR is going to have a free win going into someone below them. Everything's going to be an uphill battle, and everyone in our state is just going to have to play their best in order to win here. It is not a free environment for anybody. And I think that development has been insanely fun to watch, even though I've been on the receiving end of it sometimes. And without further ado, can I get a drum roll, please? Final graphic! Woo!
It's
Once it loads. So obviously we went with the style of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and for the PR graphic we have what the player screen looks like when you look through your team, and all of the Pokeballs on the side correspond to different levels of Pokeballs in the games, such as the Origin Ball for Jerry, and then different levels of the heavy, featherweight, and then normal ranking of Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball represented as well. And that is just about all we have for our presentation today. I thank everyone in the building for coming to watch today. I thank everyone on our stream watching live. And then we will be posting all of these, not only the final graphic, but also our individual player cards separately on the Twitter. And do you have any last words for us, Alex?
I do. There is only one thing that I want to mention that some keen-eyed people might have seen. Tyler's not on the PR this season. He just didn't enter like anything, so he's not on it. He just didn't meet requirements. If he did, he'd definitely be on here because he's cracked as hell, and I'm happy for how he's doing out of state. But yeah, he just didn't meet requirements for the season, unfortunately. But yeah, that's about it. Otherwise, for everyone on the PR, one last round of applause for them. Everyone has worked their ass off this season, and I'm happy it's showing. And yeah, stick around for the tournament. It'll be hype as heck. Thank you.
Just for reasons, I'm going to be ending the stream here and then starting in about 10 minutes just to have the two separate VODs themselves. And as I said before, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.